What is going on, everybody? Happy freaking Tuesday, baby. I'm fired up for today's live. Today's going to be a freaking awesome episode on the podcast, baby. I hope you guys just tuned in are having the best fucking day of your entire lives, guys. I'm feeling super abundant today. I'm feeling super energetic. My mood is just like on a whole nother level. I was actually able, you guys are going to be proud of me. I was actually able, well, I guess I'm always able to do this, but I made the decision to go to the gym today. Now, I didn't work out, but I did get on the bike for 20 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, why have I not been doing more of this? Just getting that blood flow, right? Getting that energy and that circulation. Baby, what's going on, girl? Happy freaking Tuesday. Hope you're having the best day ever. And Kate, babe, you and I were talking about this. We need to start going in the mornings and just start getting some blood flow, you know? Like I've been in such a depression, guys, I'll be honest. What's going on, Blake? Happy freaking Tuesday, warrior. I've been in such a depression, guys, with not being in the gym because that was my source of happiness. That was what I identified with for so many years. And I lost it, you know, and I have that procedure this coming up Friday. So that, fingers crossed, is really going to help with getting me more balanced and stable and helping me to be more, you know, on the left side and just more overall, just like balance, right? And so I'm super excited about that. But as Blake said, yeah, I'm going to stay after it, brother. We're going to keep fucking going, guys. And today it felt so good to get in there and get those legs moving, get that blood pumping. And then I went and listened to a podcast from one of my mentors, and it was like, I need to be doing this. And it made me realize what I wanted to talk about today on the podcast, guys. I was like, today needs to be about fucking mindset. Today needs to be about 3 mindset shifts specifically needed to gain weight. You know, we're gonna talk about mindset, but I am gonna get into why, you know, mindset's so important when actually trying to obviously gain weight or lose weight. But I'm gonna specifically hone in on, you know, you guys out there that want to pack on weight. This is something I'm really passionate about because I've struggled with this my whole life. I've struggled with always being the skinny kid. Always. I was always a skinny kid. I was insecure as fuck. Hated the way I looked. Hated taking my shirt off. In fact, I used to keep my shirt on at the pool because I hated having that skinny boy ab look. My chest was indented. I fucking hated it. No self-confidence, no self-respect. And of course, you guys know what happens when you don't respect yourself or you don't have confidence in yourself. No one else is going to respect you or believe in you. And it's just like, it's a total disaster, total mess. So guys, I'm going to talk today about that. I'm going to talk about 3 mindset shifts needed to fucking gain weight. And I need to pin that comment here on Instagram. We're going to wait, guys. So if you guys are just tuning in, I want you guys to tag some people in the comments. Tag some motherfuckers in the comments below, and we're going to get this shit popping, baby. Let's get this room popping. Pin comment, episode 119. I cannot believe we're almost at 120 episodes on the podcast. Guys, when I started going live 3 months ago, we were at episode 67. 67. We're almost, for 3 years worth of episodes, we're almost at the same amount of episodes in the last 3 months. In the last 12 weeks, I've done 60 episodes, which is like mind-blowing. So, guys, we're staying consistent. We're getting on here. We're keeping up the momentum. Tag some people in the comments that need to hear this and need to hear the reason why they're not gaining weight. Everybody knows a skinny kid, right? Everybody knows a skinny guy that is a hard worker or he's a professional or, you know, whatever, a brother, a friend, a coworker, a boss that has always struggled with putting on weight. Like I said, I was that guy for so many freaking years. Like, it was me. Josh, what's going on, man? Happy freaking Tuesday, brother. Happy freaking Tuesday. And I struggled with this, guys. And it took me a while to realize that it's not the food, it's not the gym, it's not anything other than, you know, obviously those things, you need those things to gain weight, but it's what controls everything is our mentality, is our mindset. So guys, tag some people in the comments below and we're going to get this party started. Only building momentum. Yes, sir, Blake. Absolutely. Absolutely. Josh, I'm doing fantastic. Best fucking day of my life. Guys, every day should be the best fucking day of your life. Like, if you're not waking up with that energy and that mentality, what the fuck are you doing? Guys, I wake up every day with that same mentality and I'm not in the gym. Like, I don't work out currently. I'm down like 26 pounds and it's hard for my, obviously after a while you get used to it, but when this first happened and I first had to step away from the gym, it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to cope with, of being okay with losing 8 years of hard gut-wrenching work. Like, I just watched it all slip away. And it's because if I was working out, I was in insane amounts of pain, like so much pain to where I couldn't take it. Like I had suicidal thoughts. I was anxious and depressed, and I had all these problems. So I couldn't work out anymore. And, you do what you got to do. But I had to deal with that coping of I have to give up 8 years of hard work just so I'm not in pain. And that's what you have to do. And I know that, muscle memory is a real thing, and I'll be able to get back into it. Like within 90 days, guys, of being back to the gym, I'm going to do side-by-side posts of, where I was at 3 months ago and where I'm at today once I'm working out again. And it's going to probably look like how I was after 8 years. Like it's going to come back quick. Our muscles don't forget things. And especially with my diet, my nutrition is on point. So yeah, super fucking stoked about that, guys. But as I was saying, there was a rabbit hole there. My mentality and my mindset is what got me to gaining that weight and got me to maintaining that physique for as long as I did. And it's also what has allowed me to maintain the little amount of muscle that I've maintained and that I've retained over the last couple of years of not even touching a weight. And it's been my mentality. It's been my mindset and saying, I still have to be consistent with my meals. I still have to be consistent with my morning routine and with my accountability and my affirmations and with going for a walk and getting sun, making sure my testosterone is high enough to support that muscle maintenance, right? Because without that mindset and that mentality, guys, none of that is possible. So guys, with that being said, we're going to get started with today's episode. Tag some people in the comments. Super fucking fired up for this one. Having the best fucking day ever. So, guys, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, squad? Happy freaking Tuesday. Hope you guys are having the best fucking day of your whole life. Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Chance. It's your boy, Coach Chance, baby, in the building. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about 3 mindset shifts needed to put on weight, to gain weight. And, guys, I'm fired up for this one because, as you guys know, I am extremely passionate about transforming underweight guys and showing them what it's like to have that confidence of being lean, being mean, having that muscle, finally having that self-respect, because you guys know that I was once there, right? I was once there and I refused to go back there. I might have lost 25 pounds of not being in the gym for the last couple of years. And you guys are going to see one hell of a fucking comeback. And I'm going to tell you right now, in the next 6 months, there's going to be an insane comeback. Once I get this nasal procedure, once I go to Nebraska to this Prime program and they reassess my gait pattern and walking and breathing and rib cage expansion, it's going to be a whole thing. You guys are going to see me post about it. But guys, the one thing that stayed fucking consistent for me over this time of not being in the gym, besides the patience, because it takes a lot of patience, right, to just wait for your answer, was my mindset, was my mentality, right? And that's the same thing, the same number one ingredient that I found to be necessary when putting on weight. So guys, if you guys are taking notes today, I highly encourage you guys to be interactive. I like making these podcasts, these live streams, these replays very interactive with y'all because, success likes speed. So you guys can listen to me rant, rave, and preach all day long about something. But if you're not being interactive and you're not writing this shit down and you're not saying it out loud and really thinking about it and letting yourself kind of marinate in it, it's just going to go in one ear, out the other. You're going to get back to your day. You're going to totally fucking forget what I'm talking about. So I encourage you guys in the comments. I challenge each and every one of you guys, either on the live stream or on the replay, to get ready with your fingers in the comments and start typing, guys. So number 1, so we have 3 mindset shifts, guys, that I need you guys to really lock in today. So the first one, guys, is instead of saying I will become, so this is an affirmation. Instead of saying I will become, I need you guys to start saying I am. Okay. So for me, right, let's bring it back to Chance. So when I was 15 years old and I was super skinny and, I had no confidence, no self-respect, I was bullied, pushed around, all that kind of shit. You guys have heard my story. Before I actually was that 185, 195 pound physique, mindset, confidence, like completely different guy, I had to literally envision what it would be like to step into that body and to step into that mentality. And, instead of saying like, oh man, I want to be like this. Obviously, like, yeah, I would say that, like, I want to be like this. I had to actually envision what it would feel like to step in to those shoes. Like, what is it going to feel like being 185 pounds, not 130 anymore? Like, what's it going to look like when I pack on 50 pounds, right? And that's the first one, guys, is instead of saying I will become or I will be, say I am. Already affirm it, right? Already say who you are. Like, this is me. I'm adopting it, even though my reality doesn't reflect who I'm saying I am. The reality, your reality, will shortly follow. And Steven, my man, you just joined in. What's going on? You are a great example of this, right? 14 weeks ago, you joined the Relentless Life Academy, the Relentless Life program, with a vision, right? You were misguided. You didn't know where to go. You've tried all these other things, and you stepped in open-minded. And we, halfway through the program, we really started talking about affirmations. And I got you to realize that when you can say, I am this, instead of saying, I will become, the likelihood of you becoming that thing or that person increases by like 150%. It's insane. So you guys need to, and I want to see this in the comments, you guys need to start saying, I am, instead of I will become. Be it. Like, you want to be 185 pounds. I am 185 pounds. You want to feel confident with your shirt off? Say, I am fucking confident with my shirt off. Right? You want to change your destiny? Say, I'm the one to change my destiny. It's me. I am the one, right? We always say that. That's our number one affirmation. I'm the fucking one. Guys, it's you. It's always been on you. So that's the number one mindset shift, right? Is saying I am instead of I will become. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. Let's fucking go. So guys, number two, that's number one. Number two is change. You got to change things up. In order to have something or be someone that you've never been or that you've never had, you need to start doing things that you've never done, right? You guys have heard this saying before. It's all over the internet, but it's fucking true. If you guys are 145 pounds, you've been the same weight for the last 3 years, you eat 2 meals a day, you work out a couple days a week, maybe do a little bit of cardio, have a sedentary job, and you're doing that same thing over the last 3 years and you're staying 145 pounds, well, don't you think you need to do something different to go from 145 pounds to 160 pounds? The answer is fucking yes. You need to start doing different shit, okay? Instead of eating 2 meals a day, you need to start, first of all, switching out the shit calories that you're probably eating from racetrack or fast food or frozen food or whatever it is that you guys are fueling your bodies with, not even fuel, whatever you guys are throwing inside of your mouth every day. And you need to start upping the quality of those calories, upping the actual quantity of those calories, and eating 3 or 4 high-quality meals per day, right? You need to stop sitting around so much. Maybe invest in a stand-up desk. Maybe instead of working out twice per week, give your body more resistance. Start working out 4 days a week. Double your intake. Double what you're putting out, okay? You need to start to change things up. That's number two, okay? That's number two. So number one, start saying I am instead of I will become. Number two, change things up. You got to view things differently, especially with food. You got to view food differently. You got to view, that's a hard one. You got to view food as fuel, because if you don't, you're going to keep getting the same results. Guys, in order to put on muscle, our bodies use calories. Calories is an energy expenditure, and calories come from food. And in order to put on more muscle and gain weight, we need to be eating more than we're burning. Okay, it is a very simple equation, though there is more that goes into it, hence an animal-based diet, hence quality nutrition over mass gainers and filler and bullshit calories that a lot of other fitness coaches out there are having their clients eat. But food needs to be viewed as fuel and as information, because our bodies take that fuel, take that information, and not only do they use it to put on muscle or to put on weight, because we now have more calories than we're burning, but they use it as information, right? Our body uses it as information to signal our endocrine system, the system that controls hormonal production, so testosterone, growth hormone, dopamine, serotonin, the feel-good hormones, decrease in cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which can absolutely combat if you're trying to put on weight. If you're in a stress state, if you're at 8 to 10 out of 10 on the stress scale, you're not going to put on weight, because your body is in a constant sympathetic state, fight, flight mode, where there's no reason to put on weight. You're just trying to survive because you're so fucking anxious. So guys, these things you got to change the way you look at food. You got to change the way you look at everything. That's the second mindset shift right there. Number three, guys, fucking be consistent and never miss. Now, obviously, like I always, Steve, and I tell you and all the other guys in our community, you want to be 90+% compliant with the program, with the academy, with the Relentless Life, right? You want to be at least 90% compliant. But if you're looking for optimal results, if you're looking to transform yesterday and you're looking to become the best fucking version of yourself, excuse me, I was drinking a smoothie. become the best version of yourself. You guys need to have a never fucking miss mentality. I want to see that in the comments. Have a never miss mentality. Steven, let's see in the comments. I will have a never miss mentality. Or if you guys are up for the challenge, I have a never miss mentality. I want to know who in this group, who in this live stream, who on this replay, who listening to this podcast right now has or will plan on adopting right now a never miss mentality. Who's got the balls to say, I, Coach Chance, have a never miss mentality? Guys, that means you show up when you don't want to feel like showing up. That means you show up when you're sick. That means you show up when you're tired, when you don't have energy. Guys, you show up no matter what. Now, obviously, yes, if you are on death's bed and you got 104-degree fever, yes, there's a time and a place for everything. There's always going to be a legitimate excuse. But it is up to your jurisdiction to make that decision. Is this a legitimate excuse? Or am I just being lazy or soft? That is what you have to ask yourself. Because if you don't have a never miss mentality, you guys are going to start to allow that inner bitch voice to take control of your mind and say you're tired, you're lethargic, you're in a shitty mood because someone cut you off in traffic on your way home from work or on your way to the gym or whatever it is, and you're now in a shitty mood and you don't have the mood or the energy to go to the gym or to spend an hour. Fucking fight through that, guys. Guys, last night, my girlfriend and I, we ate late last night. We ate around 8 o'clock. I had a chuck roast in the crock pot for 8 hours yesterday. It's a great way to prep your meals. I love it. You know, you cook meals for 2 days at a time. Anyways, we've had problems in the last month with this butcher's beef bone broth kind of making us sick. I threw up 3 or 4 weeks ago. She got sick a couple weeks ago from it. And we thought it was maybe we've been adding bone marrow. We thought maybe the bone marrow was too rich. So I didn't add bone marrow last night. And I still got sick. I got very, very, very sick last night. Like vomiting my everything out of me up. Like one of those sessions, like not to be disgusting, but and a couple of times I felt my blood pressure drop. I felt like I was going to faint. So I had to sit down. I told my girlfriend, just watch me. Like I'm not feeling too good. But like I could have easily used that as an excuse to sleep in this morning because I was extra tired, right? It was 5 o'clock. My alarm went off and I was feeling drained from throwing up for 30 minutes and getting sick last night. Not to mention I was not feeling that good over the weekend from being on vacation. But I woke up and I said, you either have a never miss mentality or you use that as an excuse. Like I was able to get up at 5 o'clock this morning, but I easily could have said, I went through a lot last night with getting sick for 30 to 40 minutes. I'm going to just take an extra 30 minutes to sleep in. But I got up. I got in a cold shower. I remained fucking consistent. And I had that mentality of I'm not going to fucking miss my morning routine. Because guess what? When 6 o'clock rolls around, that's my next objective, right? I need to start messaging clients. I need to start showing up in my Facebook community. I need to do my training. I need to make 2 reels this morning. I need to make 2 TikToks. I need to show up for my mentorship call at 8:30. Like, guys, I'm regimented as fuck. I don't fucking miss. I do not fucking miss. Okay. And I'm human. Just because I'm a coach doesn't mean I'm fucking perfect. I am human just like you. I have feelings. I have emotions. I have thoughts of laziness. I have thoughts of anger and of being upset and of anxiety and of depression. I struggle with that every single fucking day. But because I have a never miss mentality and a never miss mindset, I do all of the stuff that I do because of that. And I was able to pack on 25 pounds of muscle because of my never miss mentality. My family wanted to go on a boat on a Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Well, guess what? My ass is up 2 hours early to go hit the gym and to prep my ground beef for the day so I'm not eating shitty food from Publix or shitty food from takeout or whatever they're eating. I pack my shit. I take the responsibility and I take the oath to be relentless and to have that never miss mentality, okay? Like that's what it takes, guys. Those 3 mindset shifts are what you need and what you're lacking. That's the reason why you're still 145 pounds and you hate taking your shirt off. Like I'm giving you guys the sauce right now. I'm giving you guys a fucking blueprint to why you still can't gain weight after however many years you've been underweight. I was there, you guys. I was there at one point. And I don't want you guys to continue on this journey and continue to make excuses for yourself. Like you guys deserve to feel fucking good in your own skin. Nobody deserves to be insecure with with how they look or think of what are other people thinking of me, guys? Like, you don't deserve that. You deserve much better than that. And that's what I want you guys to get from today's episode. So number one, guys, to recap today's episode, for those of you guys still on the live stream here or on the replay, number one, guys, of these 3 mindset shifts needed to gain weight. Start saying I am. Say I am 185 pounds. I am 200 pounds. I am confident as fuck. I am well respected amongst my peers. I am promoted and I am kicking ass at my job. I am making $100,000 a year, or whatever those goals are, or whatever you want to become. Say I am instead of I will be this. I will be 185 pounds. I will be 200 pounds. I will get that promotion of 6 figures. I will be an amazing husband. Like, I am an amazing husband. I am an amazing brother. I am an amazing friend. I'm the shit. I'm the motherfucking one. Okay. Like, that's the fucking mentality. And that's the first mindset shift I need you guys to get from today's episode. Number 2, change things up. You're not going to get a different result if you keep doing the same thing, guys. You're in your position because you've done the same thing time and time again. We're a species of condition. We're very conditioned people and humans. That's what we are, right? We become very accustomed to the environment around us. We adapt and we become accustomed to it. And when we get in this cycle, we like to take the route of least resistance. That's just how we're wired. So you have to have the mentality to change things up, and especially with food, to view it as fuel and information. Number 3, guys. Number 3, Steven's already in there. I love it, brother. I love it. Be consistent and never miss. Guys, have a never miss mentality, and I guarantee in the next 12 to 16 to 20 weeks, you guys are going to be a completely different dude, different person from just investing in your mindset and having that never miss mentality. Being consistent, guys. Without being consistent, nothing is possible. You guys have to be consistent. First, you can't just be consistent at something that doesn't work, right? Anyone can be consistent, right? Like I can drink coffee all day long, right? I can drink water all day long. I can smash my head against the laptop all day long, but it's not going to get me any. It's not going to get me results. It's not going to make me gain weight. That's not what you need to gain weight. Smashing my head on the laptop is not going to make me gain weight. You guys have to have the right blueprint and the right formula. But I'm giving you guys a blueprint. I'm giving you guys a formula to gain weight. So now that you have it, be consistent and have a never miss mentality. Guys, that is it. That is all. They are your 3 mindset shifts for today. I want you guys to immediately implement these. Screenshot, whether on Facebook or on Instagram or on the podcast. Post your number 1. I want you guys to post all 3 of these takeaways. Start saying I am, change things up, and be consistent with the never miss mentality. I want you guys to post those 3 things on your story, on your Instagram and Facebook story. Tag me at Chance Galloway Fitness so I see you guys were paying attention. I see you guys got some value from today's episode, from today's lesson. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the podcast. Winning Wednesday, guys. I'm super excited for tomorrow, 12 p.m. We'll catch you guys there. Peace. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Steven, brother, thank you for showing up every day for yourself. Thank you for showing up for your goals, for investing in your mindset and your mentality. And, that last one really, man, is my favorite. Having a never miss mentality. I recently heard this from one of my mentors, and I was like, that's it. Like, if you can wake up every day and be like, I'm tired, or I don't feel good, or whatever it is, like I have to fucking work, like whatever the fuck your excuse is, and just fucking blast past that and say, I'm the fucking one. I don't miss. I'm the fucking one. And you walk into it. You walk into that fear. You walk into that unknown and that uncomfortability. Because you're the one, Steven. I'm the fucking one. We're the one. Like, you got to have that never miss mentality. Like, I wake up and I fucking slay every single day I wake up. Like, that's it. There's no other option. There is nothing that can happen today that's going to throw me off course. Okay? You might get bounced around, right? Like, shit's going to happen in your life. You're going to get thrown off course. But as long as you can, in a timely manner, get yourself back on the train tracks and keep moving forward and keep being 5% better every day, that's all that matters. When you have that mentality of, I'm not going to fucking miss. Like, I better be on my deathbed to miss. Like, that's how you guys have to start thinking in regards to gaining weight. So that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Share this with a friend. I forgot to say, usually in the beginning, Well, not usually. I like to say in the beginning, double tap your screen on Instagram, and I believe you can share it with people that way. So from now on, I'm going to start saying that in the beginning of the Instagram episode, the Instagram lives. That way we can share this with more people. We can get this message to more people because it's true, guys. Like these mindset shifts have made a huge difference in my life. I mean, with everything that I do, not just with gaining weight or with the gym, but with everything else. So get this message to more people as possible. Effie, what's going on? You just missed a fire fucking episode, girl. But guys, share this with somebody that needs to hear it. There are millions of guys that are struggling with this, with gaining weight. And, I'm here to tell you guys that when you have these 3 mindset shifts and you're actually consistent with them, there's nothing that's going to get in your way from achieving that weight gain goal. Like there's absolutely nothing that can stop you. Like have a never miss fucking mentality. Be consistent. Change shit up. Start saying I am. This is me. I got this shit. And over time, guys, you're going to start to believe those things and it's going to start to reflect in your reality. You're going to start acting like that person and eventually become that person by saying, I am that person. Some powerful shit, right? Mind blown. That's it, guys. That's all. Have the best fucking Tuesday of your entire life. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.